This might be the best Squire I've ever owned. Keep watching and I'll tell you why. What's up all my guitar addicts? I'm Caesar and you're watching Addicted to Guitar, where we are all things guitar. So first things first, let's get some housekeeping out of the way. Look down there. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Look over here. Should be some thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up, especially if you dig what we're doing. That's the best way you can support us. And leave a comment down there because I want to know what you're thinking. Yeah, and tell me what you're thinking. All right. So today we've got an awesome video for you. This might be the best Squire I've ever owned. Yep, we're gonna preface the whole video with that. So what kind of Squire is it? Well, this is, as you can see, a Squire Strat. This is a CSX, and it is an 04, so 2004 CSX Squire Strat. Now, I don't know if you know too much about the Squire Strats, but they were made in a lot of different places by a lot of different companies over the years, and most of them are relatively good. The CSX ones were made by the Axel Guitar Company out of China, and there is a fair amount of people on the internet who believe that this is one of the better models, and I tend to agree. I didn't really know that when I bought this guitar, when I was getting into a Squire that I was going to do some upgrades on, but I'm really happy I got this. I got to be honest with you. I got it because I liked the Perloid pickguard. A lot of these Squires come with the basic white pickguard, and this one I felt was a little nicer, so I got it. I got it for great money. I got it for, what is it, 60 bucks used. So I recommend, if you're gonna do this and upgrade a Squire, get it used. There's lots of them out there. They're at great prices, and you know, a lot of people buy guitars and they don't end up playing them, and they wanna sell them, and it works out for everybody. So this one was made, like I said, in China, at the Axel Guitar Company. And you know, Axel makes their own line of guitars. If you look around, there are a bunch of guitars that are made and have the Axel name on them, and they're relatively good too. So if you could look into those, I suggest it. They're pretty good. So what did I do to this guitar? I didn't do too much. I didn't want to spend $1,000 upgrading a guitar that I only paid $60 for. So I tried to be smart about it. First off, immediately I did a fret leveling and a polishing, and that is a great place to put time and effort. It's a lot of times the necks are made okay, and if you don't have any fret sprout, then that's a great neck. If it's straight, no fret sprout, you like the way the back feels, and that's a great neck. But a lot of times they don't spend too much time and money on leveling the frets and polishing them and making them nice to play. You tend to have some dead spots, some buzzes, and places where it needs a little work. So I recommend doing it yourself. For $60, I felt like it was a great opportunity to try that out myself, and it worked out really well. It's not too hard. There's lots of videos on YouTube about it. And if you are relatively mechanically inclined, sort of, you can probably figure it out. And if you mess it up, it's okay. It's a $60 guitar. You can go out, you can buy another one. So no big deal. I did it on this guitar. I think this was the third one that I had done. It came out great, and it made this guitar play awesome. So once I did that, I realized I was probably going to keep this guitar for a little while, so I invested in some other things. The second thing I did was I upgraded the pickups. Now, I didn't want to spend $150 again on a $60 used guitar for a nice set of Seymour Duncans. So what I did was I found ToneWorks pickups, and I recommend it. Shout out to ToneWorks out there. They sell this set, and probably other sets too, was a full set for a Strat, and it was only 50 bucks. And for 50 bucks, guys, I gotta tell you, it sounds really good. They're way better than what was in there before. They're not as good as Duncan's or DiMarzios or Lawlor's, but that's really not what you're looking for in this guitar. You're looking for a guitar that you can upgrade and make it a better than decent guitar, because it's already decent when it comes out of the box, but you can make it better, and it's fun. It gives you the opportunity to try stuff out, try out your soldering skills, look into different products, learn what the inside of a guitar is like, because there's not really much going on in there, guys, and there's really not too much you can mess up. So it's a good place to start. So like I said, I put these ToneWorks pickups in here, and it was a great upgrade. I also did what a lot of people do, and I rewired the tone knobs. And it's really easy, guys. It's literally 1 or 2 wires. You've got to take off one end and put on another. But I made this first tone knob the tone for the neck pickup and the middle pickup. And then I made the second tone knob the tone for the bridge. And it really helps, because you know, everybody who doesn't like Strats, their big complaint is that it's too bright, it's too cringy, it's real nail biting sound, it's harsh. But if you've got a tone knob, you can roll off the harshness and still get that killer, chimey, single coil sound. Because there is a sound, and it is the Strat sound, and it's very particular and it's very useful, and if that's the sound you're looking for, you're not going to find it anywhere else. So it's worth it. And then you get a little more control. So I upgraded the pickups. Third, I went ahead and got a made in Mexico Strat bridge, and I put it on here. And I'm going to start posting some pictures up here of the process. It was really easy, and I'll tell you why it was really easy. Because the 6 screws that mount this in place are the same space. They're measured the same for most of the import guitars. So it literally fell right in. The Squires, this Squire, and the Made in Mexico Strats have the same width here at the bridge, and the screws are the same distance apart. So literally all I had to do was unscrew the old one and screw in the new one. And it's been fantastic. This bridge with the full size block, I don't know if you can see it here, but the bridge that came with this guitar is that little bitty block, and it doesn't sound good. You need a big block like this to help the tremolo resonate well and sound good. And this block does it. And that's what you get with the Made in Mexico tremolo. You also get a nicer looking tremolo, nicer metal, and you get the little Fender emboss here on the saddles, which I think is fantastic. It's a nice touch. Makes it look nicer. And I want to say the metal is a little brighter, the chrome's a little better. Now, the only problem with this is that when they originally do this guitar, they don't route the cavity here big enough for this big block. So I'm going to be honest with you. If I go too far down, it does touch the body there. Now, it's not hard to fix. You can go in there with a Dremel, and I've done it before. I actually have a video where I put this same tremolo on another guitar, and I sat there and I routed it out inside, and it worked great. And nobody could see it because it's on the inside of the guitar, and then I could get full dives on this. But in reality, I don't really do full dives, especially with this Fender traditional style tremolo, because as we all know, they're great, but they're not Floyd Roses. They don't hold their tune fantastic. So if you do get a little too wild on it, your guitar is going to go out of tune. And I just wanted something that A, would brighten up the sound, because the tremolo is the one place where the string touches metal. And it's a big place where you're going to lose some vibrations and some high end and some clarity on your strings. So the better the tremolo is and the stronger the metal that it's made out of, the brighter and more full the guitar is going to sound, and the longer it's going to resonate. So you're going to get more sustain. And that's what this guy gave me, along with the big block. You got to have the big block, because the more metal, the more weight helps the resonance and helps the sustain. So it was a no-brainer. And when I realized that the screws were gonna fit in and I didn't have to do any work on it, I said, oh, this is awesome. I gotta tell everybody about this. I gotta tell the world that for the $20 that this made in Mexico tremolo cost me on eBay, I made this guitar sound like $1 million bucks. And as you can see, I did do a little bit of a demo for you in the beginning, and I'll play a little for you at the end. And you're gonna see it doesn't sound like an American professional Strat, but it sure does not sound like a $50, $60, maybe $150 new Squire. So it was a great place to put my money. So in total, I spent 50 bucks on the pickups, 20 bucks on the tremolo, and I spent maybe $15 on the tools to do the fret level with the sanding. So what was that? 50, 70, 90 bucks. So I spent $60, I put 90 bucks into it, so that's $150. So for $150, I got a great guitar. I had a great time doing all the work, and I feel really proud about this. This is my guitar. I did the upgrades, I made it play this way, and I feel really proud about it. So the next thing I might do is upgrade the tuners, but I might not. These tuners are some of the better ones that have come on these Squires. So I may not mess with them. The only problem I have found with the Squire tuners is they've got some little plastic bushings here between the knob here and the housing, and sometimes those little pieces of plastic, they break off, and it makes the little turner here, the little knob, a little wiggly. If that does happen to any of these tuners, I might change them out, but if not, I might not. I might keep it because I really like it. I really like this guitar. So, like I said in the beginning, this might be the best Squire I've ever owned. And half of that is because I did the work myself. All right, so pretty short video, guys. So if you dug what we're doing here and you dug this video, go ahead and look down there. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Look over here, give us the thumbs up, and leave us a comment. Guys, there might be some videos up here to check out, so check out this one right here. It's gonna be good for you. And guys, thanks for watching.